Murder, She Wrote on BBC1 after a man behaving badly in Doctors.
Julia, it's Vivian. I won't be coming into work today.
Someone got out the right side of bed this morning.
I'm always cheerful.
Ah, right. You have a paperwork day.
Half day if I'm behind the shredder.
What are you doing for lunch?
I haven't thought about it.
Well, I thought I might pop round to Carla's Deli again. If you want, I'll get you something.
Actually, that's a very good idea. Thinking about it, maybe I should go.
It's no problem.
No, it makes sense. You know, I've got more time, Vivian's off. I could do a lunch run.
Well,
No, sounds like a plan. What do you fancy?
chicken and salad.
You know, we should make a permanent arrangement of this. Be good for a business.
Yeah, I'm sure she'll be delighted to see you again. Mr. Rogers? Well done. Oh, bit on the low side. How long have you been experiencing the breathlessness?
About a week. It's been more acute these last couple of days, though.
Any other symptoms?
No.
Well, let me listen to your chest anyway, but I don't think it's anything very serious. Okay, again.
It's just the asthma, is it? It's not getting worse.
Not if you're managing the condition properly. And you've been using the inhaler?
Yes.
You were diagnosed with this 10 years ago, is that right?
Yes, it came as a bit of a shock. At the time, I thought I was having a heart attack.
Sadly, adult onset asthma is not such a rarity these days. I think it might be wise if you came back in a few months and had a flu jab, just as a precaution. You are, what, 61?
Can't believe I've been retired nearly a year.
Well, you certainly seem to be very active, maybe a little bit too active.
Perhaps.
Well, I don't think it's a chest infection. I suspect that the breathlessness is more down to your lifestyle. So make sure you keep using the inhalers regularly.
You're being very diplomatic, Doctor. I may look like a teenage hoodlum, but I promise you I'm not trying to be.
So why exactly are you dressed like that?
Just a person. What are you doing for lunch?
Oh, I don't know. I was going to see what Ronnie was up to.
Forget about Ronnie. I'm going to make you a much better offer.
You are?
Yeah. It's a fantastic deli opened across the park. I'm taking orders. All fresh, all organic.
I think Ronnie might have to fend for himself then. Oh, right. OK. Let me think. I know. I would like mushroom, lentil and avocado patty on a wholemeal bun with a sprinkling of watercress and black pepper, please. And some low-fat cheese and chive crisps, if they've got them.
If they haven't,
Oh, surprise me.
cheese and onion.
As long as they're low-fat.
Oh, a bit early for crisps.
Oh, Nick's taking orders.
I'm doing a lunch run.
You're doing the lunch run.
How does the clothing fit in with this?
Well, it's just one small part of the strategy. We're trying to de-style it.
Don't follow.
How do you turn something from being fashionable into being uncool? You see, we thought that if we were the ones to wear the hoodies and the trainers all the time...
You think the youths might abandon them?
That's the plan.
Well, you seem very involved in all
We are at war.
I commend your determination, but I also begin to see why you're so out of breath. Why don't you start taking it easy?
Do you know what the trouble is with this country, Doctor? Apathy. Nobody wants to take responsibility. It's always somebody else's problem.
I don't disagree, but having a bad asthma attack at your age could be very serious.
What's the matter now?
I don't feel too good.
Yeah, you look a funny colour. Yeah, yellow.
Funny.
Are you up for this or not? It's your turn.
Do we have to?
He messed with us. He's got to learn. You're pathetic.
Well, at those prices, this sandwich ought to be fantastic.
Trust me.
Julia!
Peter! I'm sorry I didn't recognise you. Well, that's an interesting wardrobe.
And surprisingly comfortable.
So how are you?
Oh, fine, fine. Just a bit of asthma, but your man's sorting me out.
Good. Otherwise, you're okay?
Yes, soldiering on as always.
I know I haven't spoken to you since,
Since Marion died, no.
So are you still living at Sutton Vale?
Oh, yes, same house, just a little bit emptier.
Oh, I know, I'm sorry. I did mean to call you, it's,
Oh, please, don't, no, it's all right. We could catch up now, if you like.
Well...
How about some lunch, if you're free?
Lunch.
What she means is she's having a cheese and apple chutney on tomato bread for lunch. It's all arranged.
Ignore him, Peter. Actually, you know, I think I could probably free myself up by the end of surgery, if that's okay with you.
Oh, how about if I cook us lunch?
Sure.
Pick you up about, 2?
Lovely.
5.
Bye-bye.
Good luck.
How do you mean?
Everyone knows men of a certain age can't cook. You've just turned down a great sandwich for beans on toast. What?
Don't need my £10 now, do you? Come on. Oh!
Who was that? Was it Mum? I think I need a doctor. I'm not making it up.
No doctors.
I can hardly breathe.
Just a cold or something. Stop whinging. It's doing me head in.
I'm sick.
Well, that's just tough. If a doctor comes, what happens then? Oh, come on. Bit of fresh air, some scrum, you'll be sorted.
Can I help you?
Peter? Okay, Peter. All right, Jack. Give me the keys. That's it. Hold on to me. All right. When you're ready. Okay? Okay, take your time. Take your time. Is that better?
I better go and clean up that mess.
Oh, well, you stay right where you are, don't you dare. We can do that later. Some lunch first. So, this has happened before then?
Oh.
Where are you going? Peter, what are you doing?
For the files.
What files?
You need evidence to get ASBOs on these terrorists. Complete waste of time, in my opinion. Direct action's what's needed. See, my little group, we know exactly who all these bad eggs are. We're taking matters into our own hands, that's all.
Well, how do you mean?
We started to police the area for ourselves. Move the kids along and break up their fun and games.
They're not all bad eggs, as you say. I mean, kids have got a place somewhere.
We are simply reclaiming our streets, that's all.
But, listen, I know they're a nuisance, but isn't this a bit extreme?
They're a bit more than a nuisance. They're vandals. Well, a lot of them. There are two lads in particular who think nothing about pulling these sort of stunts. We have got to stand up to them.
That's not your job, Peter. I mean, if Marion was here...
If Marion were here, she would be standing right beside me.
I'm not saying you're wrong, but these are kids we're talking about. You know, irritating, yes, but don't you think this is just high spirits?
Ignore bad behaviour and it simply escalates. I'll go and make one.
And those are the ham and cheese. Now, don't eat them all at once.
Now, you did put extra pickle on my large baguette, didn't you?
Of course. Got to give good service to my regulars, haven't I? Now, are you all right getting back?
Are you kidding? 0 to 60 in 5 seconds.
Where's your colleague today?
Joe, he's not really the sandwich kind of guy. He's more your meat and 2 veg.
Oh, that's a shame.
I'm far too busy for any fun. Carla, I was wondering...
Could you just give me a sec? I've just got to serve this gentleman.
I don't mind waiting.
I started to think you weren't coming in today. How is the glamorous world of insurance?
Excuse me, miss. I'm moving all the paperwork back to my house. Just till it gets sorted.
How long have you worked here?
Forever. Thought of it closing, wasn't worth thinking about. Sorry. I'm being a bit morose, really. You said you were a friend of...
Sam. Sam Davis.
Sam died a few days ago in the hospital.
I know. I was with him. I don't know why I'm here, really. I just wanted to see the place for myself, I suppose.
I really wish we could have done more for him. He should have spent his final days here.
He was happy when he passed away.
He should never have been shipped out to a hospital, though. It's this place, I'm afraid. It's... I don't know. It's just been one disaster after another.
Sam's death. It's no one's fault.
Come on, quick!
Little... This is what I was telling you about. Those two thugs have just vandalised my car.
You know who did it?
Oh, those brothers, the ringleaders, the ones I was telling you about. So, they want to fight, do they?
Well, now hang on a minute.
Out of my way, Julia. Come on.
Peter, this is not the way.
Maybe not your way. Your way.
All right, all right. Inhaler, come on, Peter, now. Come on. Slowly, take it easy, take it easy. All right? Okay? Yeah?
Okay.
All right.
Excuse me.
Oh, Peter.
No, no.
Look at you. I mean, you can't let them be the cause of all this stress. Oh, hang on, wait for me.
That's the house. Ryan and Danny Payman, brothers. One of them unemployed, the other should be at school.
You've been here before, I take it.
We've been keeping a lot of their movements for quite a while now.
You're not going to do anything silly, I hope.
I'm calm. All I want to do is talk. I promise you, all I want to do is... It's them. It's them, the little...
No, stay here, Peter. Stay. I'll call the police. Peter! Don't get out!
Yes!
Peter!
You picked the wrong guys to mess with.
I'm not scared of you.
Yeah, well, you should be. You're right, Dan. Now, why don't you take your fancy car and leave us alone?
You stay out of Suttonvale, perhaps I will.
We'll go where we want.
I wouldn't bank on it.
Danny, slash his tyres.
Peter? Peter! Get out of the way! Give him some space! Peter! Peter! Okay, it's all right. I've got it. Here. Oh, wait. Let me get it off there. All right? Slowly, just slowly. Take it easy. It'll be all right. Better?
Thank you.
You're an idiot.
Sorry.
Peter, come on. Let me sit in the car. Okay. Slowly. Take it easy, slowly. Here.
Thank you.
All right? Right.
Where are you going?
I'm going to go and see those boys. One of them might be hurt.
You're not going in there.
Yes, I am.
No, Julia.
Will you just sit in the car and stay out of trouble, please?
How's your arm? That's nothing.
What about that old bloke?
Who cares?
I really think we should call Mum.
I'd like to talk to you.
Me too. How about you tell your boyfriend to back off if he wants to keep his tyres?
Oh, that's a threat, is it? You see, that man up there, he could be seriously ill.
He's not going to die, is he?
Not today. Listen, I just want to talk to you and your brother. Danny, is it?
Who are you?
I'm from the Mill Health Centre. I'd like to just have a look at him. That was a nasty fall that he had.
Sorry, no visitors.
Listen, I'm not here to interfere.
It was just a cut.
Ryan, who is it?
Danny! It's okay. Danny, I'm from the Mill Health Centre. Are you all right?
Leave this to me.
Are you a doctor?
We don't know who she is.
Let her in.
Thank you.
We were about to send out a search party.
What can I say? It was busy.
Nothing to do with chatting up the boss.
Just pleasantries. Thought I was doing you a lot of favour.
Oh, save excuses for the others. They're all down at the Icon Bar if you want to buy them a drink.
Why would I want to do that?
Well, you have just run off with their dinner money. So, how is Carla?
Good.
What did you talk about?
You know, stuff.
Oh, this is going to be a long conversation then.
She's a nice woman. We get along.
Yeah, I'm pleased. Good. Great.
Thanks.
Deep breaths. Okay? That's it. There's a good lad. How long has it been like this?
It's just a cold.
How long?
A week.
A week? Look at this place. It's a health hazard. Where's your mum?
She's out.
Dad?
Which one?
Okay, well, when will your mum be back? Is she at work? Is there some way that I can talk to her?
What for?
Because Danny needs to see a doctor. Do you know who your doctor is?
Mum would know. Tell her you might as well.
Shut up.
Tell me what.
It's none of her business.
Ryan, where exactly is your mother?
I don't know. We haven't seen her for a bit.
What do you mean you haven't seen her?
She's got a new bloke.
What, she just left you?
No, she's just gone away for a bit. Ryan's got a number he talks to her all the time. She's coming back, isn't she?
Well, how about you give me that number then?
Just give her the number, Ryan.
I'm sorry, mate. There ain't no phone number.
What? So when's she coming back?
How should I know?
How long have you two been fending for yourselves? Ryan? Deep breath.
Open up! Julia, you all right? Come on, let me in!
That's far enough, Grandad.
If you don't let me in, I'm calling the police. I mean it. I want to see my friend.
OK, fine. Get her out of here.
Come on, Julia. We're leaving.
Yeah, in a minute.
Look at the state of this place. It's like a sewer. What a family.
You don't say nothing about my family, all right?
OK, that is enough, both of you. Now just sit down and behave like grown-ups. Sit over there. OK. Danny, I want you to take a good look at that man over there. What do you see?
An old busybody.
Apart from that, because I see somebody very lucky. My friend collapsed outside because he couldn't get enough air into his lungs.
You mean that thing?
Yeah, because without that, he could have stopped breathing.
You mean he could have died?
Yes, asthma is a very serious illness, especially if it's not diagnosed and treated. Now, I don't know whether Danny's breathlessness is because of asthma or not, but if it is, the dust and the dirt in this place is a huge factor.
Good to think what you could catch in this place.
Just shut it, all right?
You're going to make me?
OK, that's enough, both of you. This is about Danny.
So what do you want us to do?
Well, I'd like him to come and see one of our doctors as soon as possible. They will do some tests and then they can tell what your condition is.
You mean come to the surgery?
Yeah, this afternoon.
No.
Ryan, she's right.
Yeah? And what happens when they get us there? They'll have us filling in forms, answering all sorts of questions. You're only 14.
So?
Actually, Danny, this is going to have to be reported to social services because of your mother's desertion and because of your age. It's very possible that they will take you into care.
You know, this is exactly what I didn't want. Do-gooders, sticking the noses in. Now look what's happened.
Ryan, she's really gone.
They'll split us up.
Not necessarily.
Weren't you listening? I might have asthma.
And what are you looking at? This is all your fault.
All right, I want you to come and see a doctor as soon as possible, OK? OK?
This one was taken a few months ago. In the garden. We try to get the kids outside as much as possible. Sam was great with the other kids. He was always trying to make them laugh.
Despite everything.
Exactly. How long do you know him for?
Not long, but long enough. He was very special.
It was. I'm so glad you were with him. No, you take it.
No, I couldn't.
I'd like you to have it.
You sure?
Hey! Did you do that?
They started it. They were going to slash my tyres.
I told you to stay out of trouble.
Well, like I said, direct action.
Well, I don't know what you're smiling at, Peter. This isn't a victory. Those boys haven't had a chance.
I didn't abandon them.
Yeah, well, you didn't do much good either, did you? I mean, have you thought about it? What did you actually achieve?
2 fewer yobs roaming around Sutton Vale. Don't ask my heart to bleed for them, Julia.
You know, you should look in a mirror sometime.
What for?
Because you've got more in common with those boys than just asthma.
Ridiculous.
Oh, really? Because all I can see is a troublemaker in a baseball cap. Where is that kind, helpful, upbeat Peter Rogers that I used to know? Because it's certainly not you.
Yeah, well, things change, don't they? It's easy for you to say.
No, it's not. You know, life is always going to be full of problems, Peter. It's how you deal with them that matters. Look, I miss Marion too. I do, and I am very sorry that I wasn't there for you, but this is not the way to start the rest of your life, being bitter and vengeful. What's that going to achieve? You know, you had a very serious asthma attack today, but you got lucky. You should make the most of that.
Yes, you're right, I'm sorry.
And do me a favour. You know, give up all this ridiculous nonsense and that stupid club. Find something else to do.
Like what?
I don't know, something constructive and positive. It's got to be better than running around like a geriatric teenager. I mean, look at you.
Can I give you a lift back to the mill?
I'm going to walk.
See you around?
Yeah. Good luck.
You've got a great place here. Will it really have to close?
If we can't get the funds.
What about the children?
Inevitably, some will end up like Sam, ending their days on a hospital ward.
Really?
I'm afraid so.
How much money do you need to repair the roof?
Enough. More than we can hope to raise.
There must be lots of ways you can raise money for repairs.
No. Like most charities, we rely on donations. There's only so much money out there and we're all competing for it.
What about your regular givers?
We squeeze them for every penny. The truth is, unless we can restore the hospice, it will have to close.
You're serious?
The irony is we came so close.
How close?
50,000. Drop in the ocean to some. To us.
There must be a way to raise the money.
I used to think that. No. I'm not so sure Maida Valley has much of a future.
No, this place is too important for that.
Well, I agree.
Let me help you.
Well, how?
I've got an idea.
Just think, for the first time in 40 years, there'll be no one but you and me.
You wouldn't mind having a few sponges chucked at you, would you, Vivian?
Who are you?
Archie Hallam, Mr. Langer, from the mill.
Cecily! What are you doing?
An evening of top-notch entertainment. What can be so hard about organising that?
Tonight, Carol Vorderman on a journey into the unknown to discover her family roots. Who do you think you are at 9? Next on BBC One, Murder, She Wrote. The one to watch tonight.
I'm finding it